Greetings.
Tell me about the Seekers.
Can you tell me more about the Seekers?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition long ago, when it united with the Chantry. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
But what are Seekers?
But what are Seekers exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
So you led the Templars?
So the Seekers commanded the Templars?
No, the Order didn't assume command until after the rebellion. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Could that be fixed?
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed?
Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change. They were clearly not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
What abilities do you have?
You mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
So what are your gifts?
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set the lyrium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will. Some Seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
That's pretty badass. So why did the Seekers rebel?
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You disagree?
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes.
So I'm definitely not saying mages should be free or it was inevitable. Let's just say you care deeply about it.
You seem to care a great deal about it.
Too much, if you ask the rest of my order. When faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
How did you become a Seeker?
How does someone become a Seeker?
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
What is the vigil?
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every Seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
I'll say it does sound wonderful.
I wish I could experience that.
If the vigil was not so arduous,
Just trying to
I'd
smooth
say more should
Cassandra a
attempt
bit.
it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
Okay.
I've no more questions.
Let's see what else she has to tell us
Greetings.
about. So let's talk about the Chantry.
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
So should the Chantry be saved?
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
If you ask my opinion, it is. Absolutely. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
What new purpose?
So, what should this new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
Yeah, you sound like an idealist.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so
Kind of shocking.
unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
Will there be a new Divine?
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinia?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
I feel like there are a lot of parallels between the Chantry and the Catholic Church. So what if they don't agree?
So what happens if they can't agree on something?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
Would you serve a new Divine?
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
Okay, why did you leave the Chantry?
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Who is Chancellor Roderick?
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
Will he be a problem?
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already.
Yeah, he was
He
really
sent
nasty
his
about
message
us.
to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see if there's anything else she can tell us.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. What happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother.
would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Okay, so maybe
I'll let
after
you get back to work.
we become friends with Cassandra, she'll be willing to tell us about her brother, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, there's another head over here, so let's see who it is. Okay, looks like it's Poland.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Lock with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead.
Oh, that guy
Lieutenant,
looks
don't
super
hold
smug.
back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
It wasn't my choice.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I don't know about the mark. So you trust in the Inquisition?
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I like your enthusiasm.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Okay, so I think I've talked to everyone. Now, I guess I'll just keep exploring. I need more leather. Can I take anything from that? Yeah. Okay. Oh, another person.
See reason, Lisette. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore? That we splinter and fight amongst ourselves instead of protecting the mages?
Better that than stay here with this Inquisition.
You're awfully quick to dismiss the people who saved your life, Matrin.
Okay, let's talk to Lisette.
You're the one they're calling the Herald.
Is that a problem?
You don't sound happy about that.
I'm not. I did not join the Order to adjust my faith so easily. But I appreciate what the Inquisition is trying to do, and your role in it. Though you may find not many Templars do. We're a distrustful lot by nature.
Okay. Joining the Order?
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
Okay, so you're also an idealist.
Not every Templar feels that way.
I know. Power can corrupt. It's a delicate balance. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
Tell me about the Templars.
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're staying here in Haven?
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
What happened at the Conclave?
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Okay, so I wonder if she'll play some kind of role. Oh, here's another nug I can kill, maybe.
Die!
And also, nothing. Okay, I don't understand how I'm supposed to collect leather if they don't drop anything. So more iron. Search. When the compass pulses, press L3 to search. Searching indicates the direction of hidden objects with an additional pulse on the ground, and if you're close enough, reveals them. Okay.
There must be something here.
So inside. Passing notes. Oh, so this is the notes that I was looking for. For Adon. Okay. So that was kind of cool. So I suppose I should head out here and look for animals. Oh, let me see what else I need. Have some armor made. I needed leather for that. I need to modify. And I need a logging stand. Okay. I have no idea where to find a logging stand. I saw a bunch of like firewood stacks, but that's not a logging stand. Oh, is this a logging stand? Claim logging stand. Okay. So now I can fill the requisition. Now I just need to find leather. Saw. What are the blue dots? Okay, so here are some rams. Oh my gosh. I am having a really big problem with using my abilities, clearly. Let's see. All fruit. Well, they're gonna run away from me now that they can see me. Maybe not. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So let's see if I can find this one. What? It's like super rams. How did it not die? I can't even kill a ram. Okay. Now I can be sneaky. Finally. And he drops nothing. Okay. I wonder if it depends like on the way I kill them, whether I can like salvage leather from them or not. And nothing. Okay. So I don't really know how I'm supposed to acquire leather if killing animals doesn't do it for me. But I'll keep trying. I'm still really impressed with the footprint trail that's happening in the snow. Okay, so I'm going to give up on leather for now because obviously it's not working. So I'm going to head back in. And fill the requisition for the weapons. Goodbye! So, still nothing. Okay, so I just killed a bunch of animals for nothing. That's awesome. Maybe I have to buy leather, but I thought I got some leather off that first nug. So, I'm doing something wrong. Oh. Okay. So maybe I can only take nugs. I still don't like that noise, and I can't take anything. Okay. I don't know why sometimes I can take things and sometimes I can't. Okay, let's see how much I have. Crafting materials. 6. I think I needed 10 or 11 total leather. So I still need to get some more. But now that I know that it's the nugs I need to be finding, that's helpful. Here's some more. I missed it. Okay, see, now I'm getting it like every time. Is there any more? This seems like the nug hotspot, so I'll keep coming over here until I can get enough leather. This one's pretty fast. Okay. He dropped 2, that was good. I should have paid better attention. Let me check and see how much I have now. 10. So let me get one more just in case it was 11. Cause I feel like it's maybe 7 and 4. And I'd hate to get back over there and not have enough. Did I get far enough away for them to come back? Yes. Okay. so that should be enough leather if I'm remembering correctly. So let's go and make some armor.
Come on, you've seen our mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
Didn't all grow up with fancy noble horses.
Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how long I've been playing, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, and then I will start a new episode.